Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Senior Center for National Senior Center Month, my friend Jill McHone. Jill, happy Senior Center Month.
Thank you.
And first off, I want you to tell the folks out there what you told me when I said, hey, it's National Senior Center Month. What did you tell me, Jill?
I said, oh, that's right. I said, but really every month is National Senior Center Month in my eyes.
I love it. I love it.
Right.
And I love it because, and I'll say this, I came here in 2010. I knew nothing about senior centers. I just started getting on the ambulance then. I was learning some things there. But a true treat here to be able to see and learn. And senior center, it's the wrong term because it really isn't that. It's an activity center. It's a gathering place. It's
Energy
exciting.
center.
Energy.
Yeah. It's all that. Yeah. I say that in all honesty too, because every month we try to do something wonderful and we try to, it doesn't really differentiate. I know we're supposed to do more of celebrating a National Senior Center Month, but I feel like every month we're trying to do good stuff. And so, yeah, this is a good time to highlight senior centers. And, we had a staff person come down and people still don't know what we do. One of our social workers, they didn't even know that. They were like, I don't really know what your title is. And I'm thinking, what are we not doing right that even city employees don't know what we do down here, but I think until you really get in a routine of listening, and maybe I just blabber on so much, people just stop listening because I love talking about what we do. But anyway, I really do believe that we as a staff celebrate seniors every day, every month, all year long. So
you certainly do. And I think that's why I love interviewing you every month, because we get to talk about all the fun things that are going on. And there's always excitement surrounding that. The culture for senior centers today, though, how you guys have adapted. And I think that probably is why it works, why it's so popular, and why it's gaining popularity.
Well, and I think every senior center is driven by what the community needs, because not every senior center looks alike. I mean, we're all very, very different. Some are one pony shows. Others of us are supported by a city department. And we're driven by what the community is requesting. I had a gentleman in today, really pushing me, why can't you do online payments, and I hate that we're not progressive enough that we do that. But I said, listen, I'm not my own entity. We were trying to tie into the city, and but again, so there's the driving force, and somebody else comes in and says, I want to see something like this going on, or why aren't you doing this? We're very responsive to the needs of what our community says to us, and what we sort of identify when we're out and about. So as I think, as long as communities or as senior center directors and staff are open to what's going on in their immediate community, that's what really defines meeting the needs of those folks. Yeah.
And when people ask you about your senior center, what's that elevator pitch of what is it? What do you say? I'd love to know, actually, just on a personal note, I'd love to know, but what do you tell people about our senior center?
I usually say that it's not what you think, that we have a very young, vibrant, older adult population here. We serve more diversity than people would realize. And we really, we met with this doctor today, and she was talking about who she serves, and she said from womb to tomb. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. We can't do that, but we could go from 50 to tomb. But that didn't sound, because we're trying to keep people out of the tomb. But anyway,
of course.
I think that we're very energetic and lively, and we really just want to serve the needs of our community. And, if somebody is 45 and walks in here and says, I want to do a yoga class, as long as we're serving those that we're supposed to serve and we have openings, we're going to let you in. We're here for the community as well.
And do you think, as far as the senior population goes in Fitchburg, we know that that's growing, and why is that? I mean, why Fitchburg? Why is Fitchburg that place? Is it what's driving it?
I think it's really curious, because forever we wanted more senior housing, and there was only 2 senior apartment buildings here since I started. And that's a long time ago. So, and then boom, we got the High Line, and now we've got 6 more coming down the pike in the next 2 years. And so I'm not really sure. Maybe that's a credit to the planning and economic development that finally people recognize this is a good place to live. And then, of course, we have the population that has lived here forever and aged in place, and so they're aging into our services quite rapidly. But why all of a sudden this huge, I mean, I guess you're seeing huge booms in every community, in and around Dane County. So Fitchburg's finally there, but to see the focus now on senior housing is really, it's really comforting to see that people, if they have to leave their home, they don't have to leave their community now. They do have some options, more assisted living, more independent living, a rehab hospital. So I don't know, we're just, the city's growing up.
It's true. We are growing and
Right.
growing fast at that. Let's talk quickly about the
Yeah.
staff, because the staff really
Oh,
do. I mean, from top to bottom, your staff is top notch.
yeah.
And I had the pleasure of, when you had your celebration down there now a couple of years ago, to really dive into the staff part of this.
Hmm.
But your staff there, they just welcome you with open arms, and I think that's so cool.
Yeah, really, really, I am so grateful for my staff. I mean, I think combined, we've been here well over 100 years, seriously with myself, and Dave's been here 20, and Amy's been here almost 18. So you just start adding it up. But, we're not a black and white sort of staff down here. Everybody is cross-trained. Everybody pitches in when somebody's not here, which we recently had experienced, and nobody hesitates to step up. It's amazing, and I just feel so grateful. And not just that part of it, but the passion, I think, shows through with people, other duties as assigned. Well, I don't even assign them. They somehow create their own, what's happening at the senior center show, or volunteer opportunities and other programs and collaborative programs going on with different businesses in the community. I just think that I feel lucky that we're all in jobs that we should be, that let us kind of have our best parts of us shine.
I love it. And it's true. It really is. If you
Yeah,
haven't been down there, yeah, you're missing out completely, because it's from the staff to the activities to the updates that have been done, even since I've been here, and 10 years. I mean, that's not much. You've seen the changes go on.
yeah,
Finally, I guess, too, we probably should talk quickly about the Friends, the
yes,
overlooking bodies
yes,
so you've got a
yeah,
commission and a Friends group. So really
right.
quickly, how do those two entities play into keeping the senior center going on a different front?
Right. So the commission itself is, every department has an appointed commission or a committee appointed by the mayor. So ours is the Commission on Aging Well, which we had added well a few years back, and I think it's really a good word to add.
Mhm.
And so they're more policy decision making. Right now, we're working on mission and vision statements, and probably some next a plan for growth, revitalizing that. So kind of more the meats of what goes on in policy driven. And then our Friends board is amazing, a board of 15, and they're really what I kind of like, the extra bread and butter, paying for the fluff, doing all the fun stuff that really give us like a little bit of an edge. I can't pay for things in the budget. So for example, they always use Senior Center Month as to do something that kind of gives them a little recognition and a bit of a fundraising opportunity. And so they're doing the restaurant Wednesdays, where they worked with 5 different Wednesdays, because we got 5 in September. And the restaurants are giving some proceeds back to the Friends group. So then they turn around and give it back to us. So I know today it's me and Julio's from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So go to me and Julio's today and enjoy a dinner and enjoy supporting the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends. Next week is the Benvenutos, and then Funk's Pub, and then last is the Hop House. So you can support us by supporting the Friends. And I can't say enough about the Friends. They're just fantastic. And they're also, not to babble on, so the only thing we're doing kind of out of the ordinary for Senior Center Month is we're doing a chocolate shop ice cream. It's not really a drive-by. We are going to have the chocolate shop truck park up in the upper level here, and you can stop by and get an ice cream cone for free because of the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends. They are sponsoring this event. So just a way to more safely celebrate Senior Center Month this year, amongst everything else that's going on and the changing COVID numbers and that sort of thing. So we felt like this would be a good celebration. You are more than welcome to come in and eat your ice cream, or you can just come on over, walk up and grab yourself. I think there's like, I don't know, 13 different, 12 flavors.
12 flavors.
Yeah, yeah. So you can
Can't
get
get any better than that.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you to the Fitchburg Friends.
All right, Jill. Well, I know we could keep on talking
I
about
know.
all the great things happening down there. We'll continue to do that. We'll still have our monthly update and continue to do that and celebrate each and every month, as you said at the top of this interview. So great job down there, Jill. You're doing
Thank
everything
you
that I
for your
think,
support.
yeah, absolutely. And happy National Senior Center Month. And
Thank you.
to you and all the seniors and staff down there. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.